Forspoken just dropped a new gameplay that looks kinda okay, with its fast-paced parkour moves and magic tricks behind it. They reminded us of other combat-focused games like Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy XV. But the criticism surrounding recent dialogue from Talking Magic Cuff is annoying as hell. The developers behind this game who made the Final Fantasy XV, which is Luminous Studio, hence we are seeing the similarity with both games here. During the ongoing Gamescom 2022 event, the trailer showcases extended look at various gameplay features of Forspoken as well as the abilities of the protagonist Frey, including combat, spells, armor systems, upgrades, and more. The game is set to be released exclusively on Sony's current generation console and PC, leveraging the capabilities of latest hardware to deliver jaw-dropping visuals and an action-packed gameplay experience. So, the new Forspoken trailer, which you're watching on screen now, the main character Frey, on a quest from Joadi, Athian Archivist, out into the corrupted areas of Prenost and Evolit. The trailer shows off her magic abilities and parkour moves, as well as the different enemies and areas that can be found in the open world of Forspoken. The biggest difference between this game and the Final Fantasy series is its fluid parkour system, allowing players to move around the open world of Athia. Furthermore, the game's parkour is enhanced by Frey's ability to summon elemental hoverboards to slide on. Frey's spells also allow her to move at a faster pace, vaulting over obstacles, jumping incredibly high, and swinging through rocky terrain with easy traversal movement throughout the open-world game. The enemies range from humanoid grunts, knights, and zombie-like creatures to animals and even mystical beasts. Furthermore, the game's previous trailers have already had Frey being able to fight dragon-like creatures as well as many other fantastical monsters throughout their journey in Athia. The leveling system is very reminiscent of the Final Fantasy games, where players earn experience for every action they take in the open world, including defeating enemies and finding new explorable areas in Athia. There are a plethora of treasure chests scattered across the open world that contain materials and items used for crafting or trading with vendors. The game also features Assassin's Creed-style towers, called belfries, which Frey can use to scan their surroundings and reveal nearby points of interest. Engaging with the side content in Forspoken rewards players with experience points, stat increases, bits of Athian lore, and new gear for Frey. Upgrading and unlocking new abilities and spells for Frey requires a special material called mana. While players can naturally earn it by leveling up, it can also be found in the open world by exploring across Athia. The trailer shows new combat system is driven by multiple elemental spells that Frey can cast in order to deal damage to enemies. Frey can conjure multiple elemental spells in quick succession to stack damage on opponents. You can see some of the skill checks of the character decimating groups of enemies with a combination of spells, including fire, ice, and water elemental projectiles, huge tendril-like attacks, as well as massive fire and water area of effect attacks. Some spells also allow Frey to briefly levitate to get a better view of the environments. Recently, the marketing team received backlash from fans due to a subpar trailer released on the game's official Twitter account. However, it looks like they have learned their lesson as the new 10-minute gameplay trailer released during Gamescom 2022 is the perfect representation of the game, while also giving fans an extended look at the game's raw gameplay and what can fans expect from this new Final Fantasy developers when the game is actually releases next year. Square Enix noted that they have a lot more to share regarding Forspoken in the coming months before the game's release. The game was delayed multiple times before settling on its current release schedule. Although Square Enix moved Forspoken's release to next year in order to avoid competing with PlayStation's big titles like The Last of Us Part 1 Remake and God of War Ragnarok, Forspoken is scheduled to release on January 24, 2023 exclusively for PlayStation 5 and Windows PC. This is all the details we know about the game for now. What do you think about the new gameplay video from Forspoken? Are you still interested in checking the video game out when it releases early next year? Let us know in the comments, or feel free to reach out and follow up directly over on Twitter in order to talk about all things gaming related stuff. As always, thank you for watching our content here. Tell us what you think about this new game in the comments below as we try to answer all of your questions. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for future notifications. And check out our website and sign up for free newsletter for latest updates on games and upcoming contents here on the channel. See you guys on the next video.